What's going on, mother truckers? Welcome to the Theasianmaishow. So today we got a great interview for you. We're going to interview a heavy hauler, the top of the rank, the money that you want to make. All right, let's give our man a call here and see what's going on with him. Hopefully he can pick up and give us some insight on the heavy hauling business. So let's see what we have. Give me 1 second while I make this call. Let's see if he answers. Make a call, make a call. Let's see what's going on. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on, Ted? Heavy holla.
What's up? So I thought you were a robocaller for a second. I was like Miami, Florida.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm using my Google number. You have my real number, but since I have my Google Voice thing on, it just shows that number. I got to delete the Google Voice just to put my normal number. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go through all that. Let's hope that Ted just picks up.
Yeah, usually there's like an hour wait at the truck wash, but there wasn't nothing here.
Nothing, huh?
No.
No, that's cool, brother. So, no, welcome. You're not on live or anything, but you know how I kind of do it. We kind of just share love and show love to people that want to get into truck driving. So, I can hear you getting your car or your truck washed right now. So,
Yeah, they always make you go in there and like look at the motor when they clean it. I'm like, just freaking clean it. Don't worry about it.
well, liability, right? So,
All right.
let's talk a little bit about this. The people think heavy haulers cream of the crop. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just how people feel. So, how does somebody get into that?
Well, I'm young. I was like 2.5 years younger, and I was 29. I'm 29 now. And it was hard to get respect doing this too, because everyone I work with is like way older than me and has worked at a lot more places and done a lot more stuff. And a lot of people think it's the cream of the crop, but realistically, I get a couple more dollars an hour than the step deckers, and we have to deal with permits and highway patrol and inspections and widths, heights, bridge weights, getting off route. We get shut down because of weather. There's a lot more stuff. To be a heavy hauler, you have to want to be a heavy hauler.
Man, so
Like it's not about the money's a plus, but if you don't want to actually do this stuff, it's not worth it.
So what are the
If you're trying
steps
to
for
just do-
someone then? So that's good that you let people know.
So-
So if you just want to get in for the big bucks, then it might not be there right in the beginning, right, Ted?
No, the easiest way, in my opinion, to get into this is you start off hauling equipment, or like these guys will get hired on Swift or Werner, and they'll start there, work there for a few years, and then you branch out and you go to a smaller company, maybe like a flatbed or a step deck. You start doing that kind of stuff, or you try to get on with like an asphalt place or something like that, hauling equipment. And the trick is to go somewhere that's hard up for drivers. If you're in a big city like Los Angeles or Sacramento or Miami, Florida, or wherever, you're going to have a lot more competition.
No, I hear you, brother. So what was your exact path that you went?
So is what I've been doing. Like I was doing ready mix, and I started out plowing snow for a state department. That's how I got my CDL. I didn't pay for my CDL at all. I got hired on with Nevada Department of Transportation. They gave me 6 months to get my CDL. I got it in 30 days.
Nice.
I worked for them for 2 years, and then I left to a company and got on hauling side dumps.
Really? And then
Yeah.
Wow. So how'd you get into heavy hauling at the end? Who was the one that gave you the training?
So we had moved back to Bakersfield. I lived in Elko, Nevada, and we moved back to Bakersfield. I wasn't making any money down there. I worked for C-Mex at a ready mix plant as a batch manager. I quit there like 7 months before we moved back to Elko to get a job to make more money, and I got on with the current asphalt and paving, okay? And I was just hauling asphalt in a Super 10 dump truck, and a guy, his mother passed away, and he was one of the guys that ran a lowboy. Well, I was the only one there with a Class A license other than him, so they threw me on a Murray 16-tire, a Murray, what is it, like mechanical neck or whatever.
Right.
And they taught me how to use it, so I was hauling loaders, pavers, and stuff like that around for like 3-4 weeks before I left and moved back to Elko. So that gave me just enough experience with these trailers to get hired on with this company.
Man, so what the company?
You know what I mean? Like,
it sounds crazy how you got on, really, because you spent 2
it's
years.
A hustle.
It's a hustle, yeah.
Because statistically speaking, every time a guy quits one job and moves to another job, there's I forget what the percentage is, but you statistically get more money every time you quit one job and go to another job. You know, and I've had countless jobs, but this is the one I'm going to stay at.
Man.
And so I'll tell you how I ended up here. I came back, went to work for 3D Concrete, and I was supposed to be a batch manager. They put me in a ready-mix truck. I didn't want to drive. So I quit and walked into Elevation Transport, and they hired me on the spot. They literally hired me on the spot, and I was driving a truck before my drug test and background came in.
Wow. So it's crazy.
Funny story. The first day I was there, they sent me out with the owner's son on a 9-axle, and I was just riding. I was there to help. He decided to let me drive on the dirt road with a D10, and he saw, for a kid my age, he goes, when he actually did my drive test too, and he said, I drive way calmer and smoother than any kid my age you ever thought would have. And he said, just stick with it, and eventually we'll get you trained up and get you on the big stuff. So that week, they sent me with a flatbed to haul some rolls of PD, PE rolls or something. It's like plastic sheeting or something. And I didn't even know how to use a strap on the trailer. Like, I had to chain it down because I didn't know how to use the winch bars and stuff.
Man.
Like, it's crazy, you know, and, like, you just learn and you do good and you just keep pushing yourself to drive forward. And then you just get a little bit more and more each time.
Shoot, I'm watching your video right now, and all the mother truckers out there will see it too, of you kind of doing a time lapse of you doing it. That looks craziness, man. And so right now, currently, you're working for a company, right?
Yes.
So can you basically let people know what kind of money you're making as a company driver, heavy hauler? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah. Give me 1 second here. I'm getting back in the truck. We're done washing it.
Nice.
1 second. So my first year as a driver, I cleared $79,000 after taxes.
Wow, as a
and that
heavy
was the
hauler?
first year there. As I started out on step deck and stuff.
Man.
Like, I was running like step decks, and I was hauling like small excavators. I was using hydraulic trailers and stuff. And what happens is you get on with like one of these smaller companies, and a guy, they throw you under the bus, like not under the bus, but like into the fire.
Right.
And when everything gets busy, and all the other guys that are there that are busy that normally do the stuff, they're going to be like, hey, I'm going to send you with this trailer. This is how you do it. Just take your time and get it done. And then you do it, and they're like, all right, this guy can do it. Let's see if he can do more.
Man.
So I was running step deck and doing like lighter stuff, like, you know, hauling 50,000-pound piece of equipment and stuff like that. And one day, we had like two guys one guy got fired and one guy quit. Boss man calls me up and tells me he's going to put me in a heavy truck. And like 2 days later, they put me with a big trailer that we just bought. They paid like $350,000 for this hose that had 10-foot wide hydroneck. They sent me down to Arizona to pick up a 130 rig. It weighs about, I don't know, around 100,000 pounds on its own.
Jesus.
And it's about 16 foot tall, and I never hauled anything like that in my life, dude. I drove from Kingman, Arizona, all the way back to Elko, Nevada, probably like 45 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
But I got it done. You know, it took me like 6 hours just to load this when a skilled guy could do it in about an hour.
Man.
But I had no idea what I was doing, and I had to get it done.
That's craziness, man. I'm watching your video right now. People on the Asian My Show, when they see it, they see this big Tonka toy that you're strapping down.
I know it.
Man, so now, what's the hourly pay for a company driver doing heavy haul?
Well, now that brings up a whole nother topic. It depends where you're at. See, this is what I tell guys. If you want to stay where you're at and compete for a job with 20 other guys, you're not going to get paid as much as I do. Like in Elko, Nevada, and all the surrounding areas right here, there's gold mines. So the wages are on average 30% higher than anywhere else.
Man.
You know, so I started out at 22, and I'm making 27 an hour right now, and it's only been not even two and a half years.
See, and that's, you know what, I appreciate you for being honest, because some people, they think that when you get into trucking, everyone's making $30, $40, $50 an hour, or, you know, they're making $100,000, you know. And I see you working really hard in this video, and you're doing it for 27 bucks an hour, which is really good money, but still, some people might expect a heavy hauler that's going through this to make it a little bit more than that, right?
Yeah, and you know what, though? They take care of us. Like, if you get on with a smaller company and the owners work with you, and you know the owner's son, you know that it's not going to happen for everybody. But there's still a lot of good companies out there that are big. You just have to find the right fit. I mean, I probably got 2 pages of job histories in the last 10 years. It's because I get a little more experience in every one I go to, and I apply that experience to push myself forward at the next job.
I love that.
Not every job is a fit, you know. Like when our parents and stuff were brought up, you know, a guy worked at a job for 30 years and retired, but it's just not the way it is anymore. You know, so like to me, I have no shame in telling someone I had like 20, 30 jobs, you know, since I was 18, but look where it got me. I found what I love now.
Man, so if you're making 27 bucks as a company driver, when you save up the money and run your own situation, you're going to be making some big money, brother. Big money.
And see, the thing is, though, like when you do this, like what I'm doing, you can go anywhere. I could get hired on with Swift. I could get hired on with Warner. I could go to any state in the United States and pick up a job. I've had people like Pilot Cars that know heavy haulers in Vegas offer me like 30, 32 bucks an hour to come drive for them, relocate me. Like, you know, you make a name for yourself and you get respected, and you start developing that relation with the customers, and they start to get to know you, you know. And like it's when you go to apply somewhere, you say, look, I've done this. They're like, I heard about that, or I've seen your truck, I've seen you all on this. It's easier for me because the town I live in is hard up for drivers.
Man, so it's one of those things where I would say, if you want to get into this heavy haul game, can they reach out to you? Is that something that they can do, or are you cool with that? If they
I had people on Instagram reach out to me, and I explain on how to do it, like, you know, like where to go, where to look. You know, so many guys are scared to move and take a chance, and it's like, if you don't take that chance, you got to want to do it. A lot of guys I talk with, they automatically think I make like $150,000 a year, and that's all they're focused on. But you could buy your own truck and trailer and go haul cars and make over $100,000 a year.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? Like these car haulers make good money, you know. So it's just with trucking, it's you got to find what you want to do, and then start the hustle from there.
No, I heard that, man. So I see that your mom and your neighbor subscribe to you. You got 15 subscribers plus me. If anyone out there wants to get into heavy haul and learn the tricks of the trade and get in this bad boy, subscribe to Heavy Haul, man. You know, I got no problem doing collabs with anybody. I don't care how many subscribers you have, man. If you got something to bring to the table and you want to show people, that's all I care about, you know. And the fact that you're so cool about this, bro, that's all that I respect, man. It's mad respect for you, man.
Well, I want to show the better side of trucking. Like, so many guys are, you know, you go to a truck stop and guys won't talk to you. They speed through the truck stop. They throw their trash and pee bottles out the window. And, like, that's what, when you go to someone that's not a truck driver, and that's what some of them think of, you know, when you say truck driver, and that's not what I want people to think of, you know. Like, I seen, like, you made a video about, you know, do you help other people and stuff like that, and I think that's awesome, you know, because being truck drivers, no matter what, if you get into a fight with a guy at the truck stop and you see him broke down, you know, a day later, you put your differences aside and help him.
Man, I love that, man.
You know?
You got a great attitude, my friend. You got a great attitude, man. So definitely what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all your information, man, in the comments below. And, you know, I appreciate you, like, joining us on the show today, brother.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'd be glad to help and do something more in the future.
Heck yeah, brother. Man, so you have a great day, man, and be safe, man. And, man, my hat tips off to you because the heaviest thing I haul is furniture, which is 30,000 pounds. So don't laugh at me, Ted. Don't laugh at me.
Well, like I told you, every load counts. It doesn't matter whether it's 200,000 pounds or 15,000 pounds. Without each and every one of us, all these other people, civilians and just regular people, would be really uncomfortable. The convenience wouldn't be there. Like, the economy pretty much would not work without us, like every one of us.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. So have a great night, and thanks for letting me reach out to you, man, and help share your story as well.
All right, man. Take care.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah, mother truckers. So as you can see, Ted, man, he's a good dude right here, man. So if you guys get the opportunity to, let me show you guys his channel just one last time so you guys can see it. It's Heavy Haul and Full. So if you guys get the opportunity, man, I'm going to put his links on the bottom and subscribe to this guy, man, because he's just working hard and he's hauling some heavy stuff, people. So, you know, that's the people that I want to hang out with, the people that just want to help people and further and get better. And the fact that he's not focused on just the money, he's focused on gaining a skill. That's what you need. That's really what you need. So I appreciate you guys. I wish everyone the best. Subscribe to this mother trucker. Love you guys. Till tomorrow. Peace out.